say that to be counted a true traveler, one must have climbed Phukradung at least once. And so, that's why we're here. When arriving at Phukradung, before starting up the mountain, you should go to the tourist center and familiarize yourself with the area. Phukradung is a mountain which looks as if its top has been cut off, leaving a large plateau shaped like an elm leaf. The mountain's total area is 60 square kilometers and rises to a height of 1,200 meters above sea level. The path to the summit is 5.5 kilometers long, but those who have walked it say it's quite steep. For trekkers like ourselves, it's enough just to carry our own bodies, so we'll pay a porter to carry our baggage. On the way we encounter rest stops. Each stop has a fountain which is called Sam. Everyone has water and snacks for sale, and so we no longer have to depend on fountains as in the past. The secret to a successful ascent of Phukradung is to alternate hikes with pauses for rest whenever you become fatigued. The distance from one sum to the next is just enough to give you a break at the right time, provided, of course, that you are already reasonably fit. Each time you stop, your rest should be long enough to feel completely refreshed before continuing. The climb should be made in the morning while the air is still cool. Later in the day, you will have arrived near the peak. After the final stop on the way up, there remains a little more than 1 kilometer. This last portion before the summit is the steepest and explains why Phukradung is regarded as the true test of a determined trekker. When we've just become accustomed to the fatigue, the end of our upward struggle suddenly appears before us. We've reached the summit, Long Pa. Within only a few moments of having arrived at the top, and seen the flat expanse of meadows and the rows of majestic pines, as if in another world altogether from the one just left behind, we entirely forget the fatigue we've accumulated over the past 5 hours. The air at the summit of the mountain is cool and fresh. From Long Pa, we walk along a level path, admiring the scenery along the way, until we reach the camping area. There are many bungalows on Phukradung, as well as semi-permanent tents and canvas tents that can be rented. If you bring your own tent, you pay a nominal camping fee. Washroom and toilet facilities are plentiful, and an abundance of food shops make it unnecessary to carry up your own food. The tourist attraction nearest to the camping area, Guang Falls, is the first waterfall on this particular stream. Another set of waterfalls downstream from Guang Falls is located in the middle of the leaf-shaped plateau which constitutes the summit of Phukradung. The gorge in which they are found is like the central stalk of the leaf. Here, in fact, are the headwaters of the Pong River, one of the main rivers of the province of Khon Kaen. The many maple trees at lovely Pen Pop Mai Falls, the second waterfall on this stream, undergo a startling transformation during the cold season. After turning a bright red, they fall to the ground or are carried downstream and get wedged among the boulders. If we follow the same stream, further down we come to Pon Pop Falls, named after Pon King Phet, Thailand's first world-class boxing champion and the reputed discoverer of these falls many decades ago. And as we follow the stream further, it widens and flows over a beautiful rocky segment before reaching Pen Pop Falls. This is where the rock gives way to become a cliff. As we climb up from the gorge along another stream above Pen Pop Falls, we can see that the surrounding dense and humid vegetation is original temperate alpine forest. Most prominent are the maple trees, whose leaves are normally green. In colder weather, this color gradually changes to yellow or red, and then the leaves fall, littering the forest floor with their bright hues. Some of the locals call the maple the month 5 fire tree, in reference to the forest fires that often occur in April and May. After traversing some of this beautiful fire tree forest, we arrive at Tamyai Falls. Large and small boulders, all attired in velvety green moss, are scattered in front of the falls. Ascending from Tamyai Falls, we arrive once again at the plateau, with its meadows and pine trees. The appeal of this scenery is its spacious savanna-like vistas compared to the close embrace of alpine forest found further down in the gorge. Among the tall pines and scattered through the grassland on the summit, we can find numerous small plants, such as the macaw and mockangling plant, and a diversity of strange-looking flowers. The more we look, the more enthralled we become. On the paths that cut through the fields, we find the tracks of many different kinds of animals, indicating the abundance of wildlife on the mountain. Besides these 2 deer, however, we would have little chance of seeing any of the animals that live here.